Alrighty then.
Yeah, there you go! I said...
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Sketching the Privateer. I am your host, JoesAtmosfere, known in other circles as the Privateer himself. How are you guys doing this fine thaw-out week? I say that because we are about to get another cold blast this weekend. This evening, as a matter of fact. I know here in North Louisiana, we are not supposed to get above 33 degrees on Saturday. I believe the low is 19 for Saturday morning, you know, the AM hours before the sun comes up. So should be very, very interesting. I hope you're doing okay where you're at. I hope you've got power. I was talking to somebody in line, taking my mother to lunch today. Said they were out of power for like 32 hours, but they had a propane generator and everything. So let's check out the chat. First in today is the hardest working mod in the business. And if you don't know his name, well, we'll introduce you to him.
Womack. Why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
Womack, hard at work, giving out the links for everything. That's right. Much like the quartering, I do not turn down a opportunity to spread the word. I'm on as many social medias as I can get my hands on, and as many streaming services as I can get my hands on. He says, "Heidi ho, all you nerds and nerdettes out there," and he's dumped all the links and everything for me. Let's see. He says in Joker voice, "And here we go." That's what he's trying to say there. He also says 19 is also as low as I go, but in a different content. I understand, sir. I understand. See, yeah, well, this is not the place for that discussion, but I understand where you're coming from, and I kind of like to have proof myself. But we'll talk about that another day, Vince, on another show. One that's more apt for that kind of material. Anyway, let's get the background music going. You know, it's provided by that hard-working little band from Texas. And its mainstay is the Highlander, my brother, who will be back, by the way. I had to give him some time off. He needed to step back. He needed to unplug for a little bit, okay? But he's coming back the Sunday after the Super Bowl. He'll be back. Don't worry. He'll be back on, what? Sunday the 15th of February, halfway through February, day after Valentine's Day. Okay? So, anyway, this is his band, Sharking for Pearls. His newest one is Tsunami. I think Tsunami's the newest one. Man, he puts them out so fast, I can't keep track of everything. But definitely go check him out. He's got, and I'm sure Vince has already put the links in there for his music. He's on Spotify. He's anywhere you can get your music from. iTunes, whatever. But anyway, it's good to see you guys. I've been missing working on my stuff. I'm contemplating. I figured, you know, since we've got an ice thing going on, I was thinking about doing a character study. Well, let me show you what I'm talking about. Hang on. Let's go ahead and get the Procreate going and get it up here where you guys can see it, first of all. Let's go ahead and get that rolling. I actually, believe it or not, got the stream going at the right time on Twitch. I just need to add it to my sharing content over here. So, yeah, I got that all set up for you. Hang on. Character study is not what I'm talking about, though. There's a word for this, and I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what it is, but, you know, hey. It's not a character study. It's what these are. They're oh, God, there's a name for this. You know, I'm just having a senior moment. I know what these are called. They're character, hang on, let me get the right sharing thing. There we go. Now that makes more sense. Let me get my camera going. Right there we go. Okay. There's a word for this, and I don't know what it is. But they're just, you're drawing out what the character's going to, character sheet. Well, a character sheet is more like what you'd have on, for Dungeons and Dragons. You know, it's got all the stats and stuff on it. No, it's not a character profile. I know what this is, and it's just escaping me, man. I had too much at lunch and I'm ready for a nap. That's what's going on, man. We have been in lockdown so long. I took my mother out for lunch because she hadn't been out of the house in a week. I'm sure she got cabin fever, and I had way too much to eat. So, you know, what the hell are we gonna do? But anyway, let me make sure all the streams are working right. I got them over here. Let's see. Let's check it out. Yes, finally. I finally got Facebook working again. All right. That'll work. Glad to see that right there. Glad to see that one's running. So, if you guys got anything, and I am monitoring on the Bumble, the platform that bounces. So, anybody wants to talk to me, just hit me up in the chats over there. Anyway, they're not character profiles. And I'm not different poses, angles, so on. I know, but I can't think of it either. I know it's. I've said that on this stream, I could go back and find one of these pictures and say, hey, this is my character, whatever it is. But they're concept art is what they are. But there's character coupled with something else goes with it. Okay, I'm not sure, but anyway, I've got a bunch of these. What's going on with that one? Where's the background stuff? I must have turned off some levels on this, or I turned one on that I wasn't supposed to have. Oh, the sketch one's on. There it is. I was wondering, because this is the sketch that it came from right here. That's the sketch right there. Okay, so that's one thing I love about this. I do like this program, man. You can set up layers and all this stuff. But anyway, I was thinking about doing a character outline or whatever you want to call it, concept art for the different nemesises. The nemesi. Is that correct? The nemesi? Many nemesises? Because each one of the characters in the family portrait, okay, has a nemesis. All right? Each one has a nemesis. The nemesis of the Privateer, of course, we're going to see in the first 3 issues of the Privateer. You don't see him in the first issue. I purposely made it to where he was a silhouette in the first issue. But his name is Communist Reign. Ivan Roknanovich. Communist Reign. His story is he's a patriot of the Soviet Union. He is the flip side of the privateer. He wants to spread communism across the earth and across the stars when he finds out that we've got a planetary entity, right? That's the privateer's nemesis, right? And then the Royal Fox's nemesis actually is herself. And the story that I mean, I've got another nemesis for her. Enchantress Evermore is her name. Enchantress Evermore. Let's see. You got to make one of the nemesises to look, the nemesi, to look like Sue Price. Sue Price. Who is Sue Price? Okay, hang on. I'm intrigued. Who is Sue Price? Talk to me, my friend. Who is Sue Price? Let's see who this is. Who's he talking? Sue Price, Wikipedia. Sue Price, 1965, Mount Prospect. American professional bodybuilder. Whoa, really? Nemesis 2? Filmography? Oh my god, this is from a movie series? Nemesis? Really? Sue Price. Bodybuilder. Okay. Let's take a look. Hang on. Sue Price. Hang on. Sue Price Instagram. This ought to tell us the story right here. That's way too big. Is that her? I don't know if that's her. Whoa, is this her right here? Good Lord. Wow. Is that her? Hang on. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay, not really. It's cheesy sci-fi fun stuff. Gotcha. Hey, that's cool. But you've got me intrigued. I want to see what this girl looks like. She a female bodybuilder? Is that what she is? Is this her right here? Back in the day? Sue Price, bodybuilder. Oh, well, yeah, let's not show that right now. We'll go ahead and reshare that here in a second. Sorry about that, guys. They've got one that's a little bit risque there. Let's see. Yeah, she's ripped, as they say. Hang on a second. There we go. Yeah, I'd say she's ripped. No doubt. Yes, that was her. Gotcha. Nemesis, huh? Okay. Well, I've never seen that, and I'm just becoming aware of it. Thank you, Vince. Let's see. Forgot your reset filters. I really, I never worry about that when I'm looking at normal people, but I guess I did not know she did nudes. Oh yeah, that's scary. That's okay. Somebody'd have to really look for that, so that's all right. But anyway, like I was saying before I got sidetracked. I'd say sidetracked. My man got me sidetracked. It's fine. Not bothering me at all. But the Royal Fox, her nemesis is herself or Enchantress Evermore. Now, when I say herself, there's a storyline, guys, where, and you know, I'm probably not going to tell. Well, no, I will tell this story. I'll just have to change some facts. But one of these days, I'm going to have to open up that website that the mythology guys used to have. I think I've told you in the past that we had a role play thread to where we could write about our characters and interact in through stories. And it was, the only two rules were that you couldn't kill off other people's characters without telling them, and you couldn't mess with what had already been written. You couldn't change any of that, right? You built on it, right? So anyway, one of the stories, she becomes the Shadow Fox. She's taken over by an evil necromancer. Okay? And, yeah, it's pretty trippendicular. He takes her over, possesses her to get out of, like, this. It's kind of like, you know, the Kryptonian villains in the Superman story, in the Phantom Zone. This evil necromancer has been sent to a realm he can't get out of, and he plots to get out of there by taking over the Royal Fox. You'd have to read the story, and you know, it's on a website. I actually have it. It's just I don't want to share those stories because they were written by more than one person, and you know, I mean, these guys all love me to death, and they'd love me nothing more than for me to draw all these stories. It's not that at all. It's not that I don't trust them or anything like that. I want to be able to give back to them if we ever tell these stories. So if the Privateer does take off and it makes money, then I'll tell those stories. I'll create their guys in comic book form, and I'll, you know, give them credit where credit is due and a little slice of the pie, right? If I start making money at it, right? So, and that's why I'm saying I may have to change some stuff in the stories and stuff. But if it takes off and I can compensate them, I'm definitely going to take everything we wrote on that website. We wrote 2, I'm not kidding, end game quality storylines, man. You know, MCU, several chapters to the story type stories, man. Very cool stuff. Let's see, just anytime anyone says Nemesis, that pops into my head. I'll have to check it out, man. Look, I am down with guilty pleasures. We're going to be doing, matter of fact, we might do it this Wednesday. An entire episode of State of the Atmosphere. You know, I say the entire episode. We always do the pop culture update and stuff like that. But the meat of the show, you know, like this week, it was all the movies that are coming out in February, that kind of thing. Sometimes we do movie franchises, different genres, whatever. But we're going to do one on guilty pleasures, and that sounds like it's a guilty pleasure of yours. In other words, it's a shit movie, but it's really good. You know, it's good. You know, it's I guess you'd say it's, see, once again, the fucking senior brain, forgetting words. It's, the genre is niche. It's niche, you know. Certain people will love it, and other people will just think it's crap, right? Absolutely not like Dark Phoenix or Shadow Sonic. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She becomes the Shadow Fox, man. It's pretty cool. And Link also had a shadow villain. Really? Okay. Yeah. The meat in hand of the show is still Sydney. She is the palate cleanser, is what she is. The halfway point. You can always tell we're about the halfway point. You know, sometimes she gets in a little early. Like this week, somebody mentioned her. You know, and I was like, well, you know, yeah, we got this. That's a good transition, you know, that kind of thing. The one thing, see, what I hate, and I'm glad I didn't put it in the thumbnail, and I'm glad I didn't say anything about it beforehand, but I had the little 30-second trailer with Lobo in it, and I didn't even show it during the show this week. I showed Daredevil Born Again. That cheesy sumbitch. Last couple of days, I was watching a couple of 70s and 80s raunchy comedies. Yeah, they're great. You know they're great. They're awesome. But yeah, that's her two nemesis because, you know, if I don't get around to, well, I'm definitely going to have the Shadow Fox in the story because I love that. I love that character. I've always loved characters like Jean Grey that goes bad, you know. And I think Sue Storm went bad in the Fantastic Four at one point. I know she was banging Namor for a little bit there, you know, cheating on old Reed. But you can't leave your woman around Namor. You can't do it. He will steal that. No doubt. Every time. The nemesis of Enchantress Evermore is cool, by the way. Her base, next time I play DC Universe Online, I'll have to jump on that character and show you. I have her entire base decorated in nothing but Valentine's Day shit. And look, they have a Valentine's Day event every year, and they've got new Valentine's Day shit. So I do, that's the one seasonal I still do. Just to trick out her apartment with nothing but... she's the seductress. She draws you in and then she eats your soul. But anyway, that's Enchantress Evermore. But the nemesis of the nemesis of the American Fox is oh God, what was that guy's name? I've got it written down somewhere. But it means the devil in Farsi, I think. Al Shaitan, I think, is the guy's name. Anyway, he's kind of like Gambit. He can empower things to blow it up. How cliche is that, right? I got a you know, an Arabic radical terrorist that blows stuff up, right? I have to jump on her character. That's what he said. Actually, everybody wants to jump on that character. It's Enchantress Evermore, bro. It's Enchantress Evermore. They all want a piece of it. But anyway, the one I was thinking about drawing is the nemesis of Regal Inferno. Now, the nemesis of Regal Inferno is a bounty hunter named Glacial Huntress. That's what she's called, the Glacial Huntress. Okay? And I was thinking about drawing her for a little bit today. So, I think we're going to start a new palette and start one from the beginning. Let's see. I think... What is going on with that right there? Oh, yeah, this is the Valentine's Day one. Let's, I think there's a way... Let's go ahead and let's duplicate this one. Hang on, select. Duplicate that one. Okay, and then that way we've got the thing, you know, the size we want and everything. And then I'll just get rid of the under pages here. Hang on, let's see. What we got for layers here? Yeah. Let's get rid of that one. And then we'll go ahead and add another one. And we'll get rid of this one. Yeah. And we'll call this one Pencil. And let's try it. Let's see, rename. We'll call it Pencil. And then let's try it with blue. Let's try blue pencil. I wonder if they have a color for blue pencil in here. I can create... I wonder if that's dark enough, though. I think blue pencil's about there. Yeah. I think that's got it right there. What do you think? Let's try it. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. Maybe a little dark. Let's see. Yeah, let's Let's go ahead and undo that. No, I think that's the right place for the blue to be. We just need to make that a little lighter. Yeah. I think that'll do it. Yeah. I think that'll do. Okay. So, let's go ahead and draw it. Now, let's show you how to use drawing comics the Marvel way, right? I think I've told you guys, if you've never drawn these kind of images before, I think I've told you this is the book you want right here. This is the book you want. I swear by this one. I love this book. It is so awesome. How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. It shows you how Kirby drew. I mean, nobody can draw like these guys. They're just giving you notes on how to do it. Okay? Ditko's work is in here. It's done by John Buscema and Stan Lee. Okay? So, anyway, you should get this book if you've never done this stuff before. Let's see. Yeah. The one with the eye in it. It's Al, I think it's Al. A-L Chitane. The Devil. Right? Yeah. Let's see. Glacial. I suspect she is getting a bit wet. Oh, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. There's one... We were just starting when we quit writing these stories together in our old DCO league. We were doing a setup where the bad guys were getting together. You know, it was kind of like a forming of, instead of the Justice League, it was like the Legion of Doom getting together, right? And Glacial, it starts with Glacial Huntress busting Ivan Roknanovich out of prison, right? And it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool shit. Let's see. Got it as a PDF. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. I like having the actual book myself, but anyway, if you flip to it, and I'm sure Vince knows what I'm talking about, there is a section in here where it actually shows you the breakdown of a male and a female character, how to measure them out, and everything. Okay? And the examples are Reed Richards, right? And these are just general schematics. I think it's 8 heads tall. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, you've got the feet a little lower. But he shows you how to section it out, right? And then they do the same thing on the next page. For the female character. And of course, you know, Keely Chow wouldn't be able to control himself right now if he's watching the show. Okay, and it's Sue Storm. And I think they're 8 heads tall too. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you got room on the bottom for the feet, and you've also got the neck, right? So there you go. So that's what we got to start with. You forgot the most important head, Vince says. And really, Vince? Hand check. There's no hope for these guys. They can't control themselves. What the hell, man? He's doing it for Keely Chow. Let's see. Real Wade Nation says, really good. Yes, I knew that was for Keely, buddy. I knew it was. Bud. Hear you, man. Hear you. Good to see you, Real Wade Nation. Good to see you. Okay, so. Oh my gosh, Real Wade chiming in. Hand check. Hand check. So we start. Hang on. Let me get back to the drawing. Okay, so I'm going to keep this by me so I can see it and refer to it. Over to the side. Let me check the other chats and see if anybody's yakking over there. Real quick. Let's see. Do. Nobody on Facebook and nobody in... Yeah, Vince says nothing here. Hey, you know, our guy Low Spec Linux Laptop would be over there just bitching at me if I didn't check it. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. But look, I want to thank every one of you for watching, man, really. We would not be anything without you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get our pencil. Let's make sure we got the right pencil. Yeah, Bakersville. All right, so we'll start it here. The great thing about this is you can pop these lines, man. It's awesome. And those, they look kind of like rectangles. Let's see. Now, I don't usually do it this way, guys. I've been drawing for a long time, so I know these proportions. I usually just draw what I'm thinking, you know. But just to show you how you can use this book, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, that looks good. Now, let's take that. Let's turn the color fill off. Let's draw a rectangle. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to change the size of that. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to grab it. See. No, that's not it. We want to go back over here and hit rectangular. That's good. Then we're going to take this and we're going to go like this. And then we're going to say copy and paste. And we should have a new layer just with that. And there it is. How you like that? See? This old dog can learn new tricks. Right? Who just came in, buddy? Let's see. Let's see. Laugh out loud. E. Clay Thomas is here. Hey, man. She has a bigger bulge than Reed. What the fuck? Bro! You're reading too much into it, bro. Look. You got to check the profile, too, though, bro. Okay? Look. You got to check the profile. Let's take a look now. There's no bulge in the profile. That's not a bulge, okay? That's the crease between the thigh and the midsection, okay? You guys are freaks. I swear to God. You find the freakiest shit in everything. Good Lord. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. It's good to see you, E. Clay Thomas. Good to see you, man. She is the original boy named Sue. Damn, Vince. Don't play into it for him. No comic book work. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm working on some stuff. Dude! This is, by the way, Real Wade, you're coming in late. Good to see you, awesome one. This is straight out of the book Drawing Comics the Marvel Way. Anyway, let's take that layer and I wonder if we could duplicate that layer somehow. No. Now we'll just keep copying and pasting it. That's all. Okay. Let's turn that off. And what we'll do is we'll take this layer and manipulate it. All right. Now remember, we got to leave space for the neck. Right? Saw that in the book. Okay. So we'll do that. And then we'll say... there's got to be a way to do this pretty easy. Hang on. I think it's here. Add. Where's paste? I don't have a paste? Well, we'll hit copy. Paste. See what that does. Yep. There we go. That is a lot easier now that we've got it grabbed. Okay. Paste. No! Almost did the wrong thing there. You gotta watch what you're doing. If you highlight the dots, I'll mess it up. Okay. And paste. How many we need, guys? 8, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paste. Yes, I'm doing comic book work, buddy. By the way, Real Wood Nation. I'm just not working on the page. Gets a little monotonous after a while. You know, you got to mix it up. Trying to keep you guys, you know, thinking and actually, I'm hoping Vince will start showing me some of his stuff eventually. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Thick. Out of Compton. Awesome one says. I didn't know you weren't doing comic work. I am doing comic work, man. I'm doing a character study. That's what I'm calling it right now. I know what it's called. It's a character design is what I'm working on. Let's see. I am working on a comic book stuff. How to draw comics the Joe way. This is basically the Joe way is I'm an amateur. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's see. Real White Nation says, Joe, if you're not working Sunday at all, let me know. I'll send you the link for my Tron Aries show on Green Machine. Sure. Awesome one says, Ellen Page? Oh, what about Ellen Page, man? Teach me how to draw giant boobs. Now, I'm the wrong guy to teach you that. Okay? If you didn't know, I'm one of the subscribers to the yeah, exactly. Vince says Sunday, huge circle stream. That's the one. That's the one right there. I was just about to say that, Vince. I'm the guy that thinks more than a handful is, you know, a waste. Let's see. On CRC channel, that's Comic Relief Crusader channel. Don't you know? Yep. Circle, a dot. Well, you can type them all day, man. But drawing them's another thing. Okay, let's finish what we're doing here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more. Here's 7. And then 8. Wow, looks like my sense of proportion's pretty good. And then we'll do a line. Looks like right at the bottom there for the feet, right? Okay, go back over the pencil. Cross here for the feet. Okay, and then let's let me see. Yeah, that's about right. Let's go from here down to there. Yeah, there we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, next we need the head shape, right? And we want to just draw this freehand. And now look, this is my own thing. Right here, guys. Hang on, let me show you this. I kind of developed this myself because I drew a lot of pictures of Spider-Man when I was a kid. Now, if you've drawn Spider-Man before, you know his head is a ball with a jaw attached to it. That's really all it is. And that's the way I draw heads. All right, so first thing I want to do, let's merge all these down. We've got all the proportions the way we want them. So let's merge all these down. You just hit here and combine down. That's not really what I wanted to do. Hang on. What we want to do is, I wonder if we can, there should be a master like merge. Let's see, merge down. I can just tap that the whole time. But there's probably a way to merge all. Let's see. Maybe it's over here. Canvas. No. Video, preferences. Let's see if it's here. No. Okay. I guess we just have to do that. You know, it doesn't take long anyway. Merge down. Merge down. Merge down. And merge down. Okay. I'm going to put a new... I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to draw her on a different layer. This may take a couple of layers, right? So the way I draw a head... You see on here, it's kind of egg-shaped, but the way I do it... And this is just from me doing this for years, man. I draw a circle almost all the way down to the chin. And then I take that and I add the chin to it. Now this is a girl, but let me tell you something. I think a cool looking jawline on a chick is cool. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. That's going to be the jawline right there. Okay. So, then we've got the neck, right? Which comes, if it's a girl, it's inside the jawline, right? I know she looks like Big Bird, but bear with me. I do it this way on purpose because look, the eyes will go, yeah, right through here. That'll be the brow, and the eyes will go right below that. Okay. You got the neck. And this looks very static, but trust me, I'm just making another layer like the one we just made for scale. Okay. And then her shoulders, I'm just using this as a template. And we'll see if what, whoop, up, no. There we go. You know, I'm an idiot. I could draw one side of this and then just copy and flip it, right? Copy and paste it and flip it. So, but yeah, I want to do the arms draped down to the sides like this is. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. So you see what I'm going for here. And I draw a lot of circles, man. huge circles. It looks like the breasticide is going to go right here. And you know what? Sue Storm's pretty stacked. I don't know if I want this chick that big. This chick is actually supposed to be small and petite, so. She's like Dynamite coming in a small package. You know what I'm saying? That's what she is. So we're going to have her come in a little bit. Now, these are just reference marks, so don't go crazy on me here. Let's see. Okay. So basically you're going to do all that, right? And then you're going to start another layer. Let's merge this down. Okay. I know it looks really simpleton-like stuff, but this is why you use layers, okay? And then I'm going to start working on the face. I want to do the face. This is going to be hard to see, though. You know what? I think I'm going to go with black. For the stuff I'm doing up on this level. Yeah, let's call this one ink. Or no. We're going to call this one... So you know what? No. We're going to merge that down too. No. I'm not going to do that. We're going to call this top one ink though. Okay. Yeah. And then we're going to go with black on that. Okay. Okay. So. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's sorry guys, I know I'm concentrating. Okay. I'm liking that. Now her nose, actually her mouth's going to hit right about here. And the easiest way I could... Now, guys, when it comes to drawing a face, I've done this so many times, it's not even funny. Start with the center line on the top lip. Then do a couple of diagonals up. I know I'm not saying much, but you see what I'm doing. Okay. So then we'll take that. Her nose is going to start right about here. Right? Okay, and then I'm going to do a little more detail on the girls than I do on the guys, but I'm trying to think. I think she had bangs, first of all. Yeah, she had bangs. Not quite the Gwen Stacy thing, but she's got bangs. And then, let me see. Oh, it went to erase. I'm sorry. Let's see. Boom. Okay. I know it looks strange, but she's got a very strange haircut. That looks kind of like a pumpkin, doesn't it? I've got to do a little work on this. That's for sure. Get rid of this. Ah! I hate it when my hand ain't working right. Hang on. Nah. No. There we go. Okay, let's see what that looks like without these two layers. Yeah, I got to work on her hairstyle a little bit. But I'll have that improved next time we see it. May work on it next time, may not. You know, that kind of thing. But that's how you get started doing a character profile. A character portrait, whatever you want to call it. Concept art for your character, whatever. I do remember, though, I did all this work on her eyes. And she wears sunglasses. How funny is that shit? So, yeah, I'll work on this some more when I have time, and I'll have a an update for you the next time we do this. But right now, it's about time to wrap it up for today. So, I just figured I'd show you something different. This is how you use one of the greatest art books ever made, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. You can draw your own characters, or shoot, draw a picture of Spider-Man. It breaks you down in here how to do it, how to make it look right. Okay? So, there you go. Let's check in with the chat real quick before we continue. Go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to rename this real quick. I'm going to rename this Glacial Huntress. The nemesis of the Regal Inferno. Yes. Okay, so that's a done deal. I'm going to have to make sure I've got this all uptight and out of sight here on the iPad. Make sure everything's good to go. I'm going to have to back it up one of these days, too. If you're doing a lot of artwork like this, you better back it up on something, guys. Okay? Because you never know when this thing's going to shit the bed. Let's see. What are we saying about here? What are we talking about? Oh, he's talking about that I'm... Oh, my God, you guys. You went crazy in the chat. So, Elliot Page, Kitty Pryde dies in Doomsday. Laugh out loud. Oh, my God. Did you finish the Save Grandma page? Yeah, I did. I did finish that. Well, I'm just about done with it. I've got a few details left, but I did a lot of that detailing the last time we met about 2 weeks ago. You're looking manly here. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I think the beard brings it out in me. Boob missiles! That's an outline, guys. It's an outline. Fembots! Yeah, it needs machine gun nipples. You guys are the worst. I see a bit titty and I want to paint it black. Big titty. No worries, we're entertaining ourselves. Yeah, I see that, bro. Nice mustache. That's not a mustache. What is wrong with you dudes, man? I'm also watching a barbecue video. Gee, thanks. It's good to have your total attention. Awesome. Oh, let's see. I was looking at houses in Japan. Very nice. Very nice. Not as expensive as I thought. She bang. Right. I'm sure it depends on the city. Somebody's partying. Yeah, I saw a video on some rural Japanese houses being almost free because most of the town is empty. It's not around the nuclear power plant, is it, buddy? Ooh. I'm not looking at Tokyo or Kyoto. Most. Your girl is looking very German right now. Funny you say that. She's supposed to look a little German. 99999. Broomhilda, it's ma'am. You guys are the worst. I swear I showed you a friggin' tie-dyed shot glass and you lost your shit. Do be a herd? I'm not sure what that means, buddy boy. Don't be a herd. Okay. I'm making a bourbon root beer float right now. Awesome one. Dude, I'm jealous. I got to go to work tonight. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for today. Speaking of work, I got to get ready to go. I want you guys to have a great weekend. Of course, first and foremost, I want you to check out the 3 permanent sites I have. JoesAtmosfere.com. If you want to get a commission done, just let me know. I'll do you up the Marvel way if you want. I'll draw you as a superhero, whatever you need. Just email me there, and I'll be glad to hook you up. Check out the Subscribe Star page if you want to see more about the behind the scenes on the Privateer, his backstory, the plot for the comic book, all the sketches I've done, which you guys have seen me do live. And then also you want to check out, if you want to support the channel, you can always also check out Atmosfere Comics on Kindle. I've got my 0 issue of the Privateer up there, just the artwork on the first 5 pages. So you guys go check that out whenever you have a chance. As far as the channel goes, don't forget you're watching Sketching the Privateer. We do it every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. So come on back next week, and we will work on some more comic book stuff with the Privateer. Tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, we want you to go over to Pop Culture Minefields channel to check out our good friends Knock, Martin, and John on Gaming Night with John as they continue to destroy Baldur's Gate 3. Those guys are playing together. It's a lot of fun to watch. You guys go check it out. 8 p.m. Central Time tonight on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Then, of course, we're not having anything on this Saturday, but get your notification bells ready for a few things on this channel. First of all, we're doing watch parties now. We did our first one last week. We watched The Shawshank Redemption. Next week, the Saturday before the Super Bowl on February 7th, we're going to do Saturday night movie watch party of Capricorn 1. If you love conspiracy stories and stuff like that, you're going to want to see this one, especially those of you that think we didn't land on the moon. This is about how we didn't land on Mars. You guys come check it out. We're going to be watching it next Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then on Sunday this week, it's going to be another Chillin' at the Club. It's number 21 this time around. Like I said, I gave Highlander a month and a half off. He needed it. He needed a break. I know he just came back off vacation, but trust me, that guy needed a break. And I gave it to him. I was more than glad to do it. And he will be back the Sunday after the Super Bowl. But for this week, you'll just have to deal with me in a chat-driven chill stream on Chillin' at the Club. You guys come bring your subjects you want to talk about this Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Monday, it's time for Military Monday over on Pop Culture Minefields channel. I think Martin told me what we were doing, but I just can't remember what it is. It's a good movie, though. It's a good one. So you guys come check it out. We'll be talking about a military movie this Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then it's over to That 70s Rock Fans channel a half an hour earlier than normal at 3:30 p.m. Central Time as he continues his playthrough of Expedition 33. So you guys come check that out there. And then, of course, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, it's time for part 16 of my first-time playthrough of Mass Effect on Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. Video games, cocktails, and fails. Come heckle me from the cheat seats as I get a little bit of a buzz and mess up a video game that you guys love. Come check it out, 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday. And then, of course, on Wednesday, we start over on Pop Culture Minefields channel with a great movie. Don't know what it is this week, but we will have a good one to talk about with Gary, Anima, and Martin on Wednesday afternoon matinee at 3 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then come on over to State of the Atmosphere at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. My favorite show of the week, the Pop Culture Update, Sydney Sweeney News, all the pop culture news you want to hear about. It's there. Come check it out. And I think we might do the Guilty Pleasures show this time. I'll let the guys know we're going to plan on doing that. Guilty Pleasures, of course, you know I'll be talking about Blood Rain. That's my guilty pleasure. I love that one. That and One Chambura, Bikini Squad. Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, you guys come check it out. 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. And that brings us right back around to Friday. And don't forget also, Super Bowl Sunday, we will be doing our last pregame party of the year, or of this season, excuse me, with Super Bowl 60 tailgate. Pregame party comes your way at 10 a.m. Central Time on Super Bowl Sunday. Don't forget about that. We'll probably do an after-game pregame, an after-game wrap-up, too, of the season and everything. We'll probably do that, too. But anyway, you guys come check it out. We'll be doing it 10 a.m. Central Time on Super Bowl Sunday. And also, I want you to turn on the notification bell for the channel also for this new show I've got. It's Living Room Late Night. Whenever I'm relaxing, after a long day in the living room, after the ladies have gone to bed, I turn on my PS5 and play a game. And I figured, what the hell, I'll just broadcast it and chat with everybody and see what's going on. So you guys come check that out as well, but you're only going to know it's on whenever you hit that notification bell, because it's very impromptu. I don't do it every night, but last time I played Beyond Two Souls, so I mix it up on that one. I play different games. So, I mean, I've got to mix it up, man. I do that. This is my third walkthrough of Mass Effect, man. I mean, they've had me playing Mass Effect since last year. I got to mix it up, guys. So hit the notification bell, and you'll see whenever I do my chill and chat with my PS5. So that, I think the last time I did it was Wednesday night. Yeah, I think that's the last time I did it. So you guys hit your notification bell so you won't miss those. And that's it for today. I want to thank everybody for being here. Vince, definitely want to thank you. Thanks for being here. This show would be nothing without you. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for shouting out Sharking for Pearls. E. Thomas, you take it easy as well. Thanks for being here, man. Sharking for Pearls, by the way, is the music that you're hearing right here in the background. That's my brother's band, and he's got like 6 albums out already in a 2-year span. So you guys go check him out whenever you can. And then, of course, we want you to check out everything on our affiliates, Pop Culture Minefields channel, That 70s Rock Fan. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff that's going to help us out with the algorithms. Let's see, Vince says, or maybe he is join in and find out. Okay, I don't know what that is. Not like that. Let's see. He might do Betty Boop tomorrow. Not like that. Oh, my God. Okay. I needed to read all of that, didn't I? My gosh. What he really means to say, guys, is cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a great weekend. And Vince also says, sadly, Living Room Late Night is a bit too late or technically too early for me. Well, you can always check out the replay, man. See how bad I messed up a video game. You never know. But anyway, look, guys, thanks for being here. Vince, thanks everybody else. Awesome one. E. Thomas, Real Wade Nation. Who am I forgetting? There's a bunch of people here. Look, if I forgot your name, I'm sorry, but it is fantastic to see all of you, and you guys have a great weekend. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.